Hey there, partner. Pistol Pete here. Have you rustled up yourself a Parlay Pete Tee from the shop yet? Well, why not? Don't you be no tin horn, heel squatter, owlhoot, or pistolero. Get yourself on over to goodjujubets.net, click on the merch shop, and show your support. Now go on. Don't find yourself looking at the hindquarters of bad luck, you hear? I'll be hog-wallet if you don't love my specialty tea, but if Parlay Pete ain't for you, then have a look over our wide selection of hats and tees. Capotes drop next week. That's what we called hooded garments back in my day, y'all. We'd be much obliged if you'd consider supporting the show via a purchase. We promise you'll be getting a square deal. And remember, y'all, wearing good juju is always good juju for you.
We can't lose. No, we can't lose.
Enjoy it while it lasts. Gambling gods, fickle bunch. Oh yeah, so easily
We
affected.
have a shooter and a good one coming out for a new point. Get your bets down, ladies and gentlemen. He's a rolling point is 9, place 9. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen.
They bet on absolutely anything. Don't make them prove it.
And then you, Mr. Brainy McBrain,
Big brains
come in and you go, no, sir.
You're tuned in to Gambling with Good Juju.
Welcome in, everybody, to Gambling with Good Juju, the show with eyes on going 20-0 in Survivor and splitting the winnings with 1,500 other entries. You see,
eyes on the prize.
if we keep picking favorites and they keep winning, that's how that works.
Wouldn't that be something if the biggest favorite won every week?
The biggest favorite that's available to us. That's what we need. Because the biggest favorite every week is going to start being teams we took, even if they were favorites.
Right.
Like, for example,
Right.
the Cardinals are projected to be the favorite this week, despite the fact they were the favorite when we took them in week 2.
Okay.
So keep that in mind.
But I'm just saying, like, would it be crazy if there never was that big upset?
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
Yeah. We're going to that's one of the major topics of this show.
Oh, okay.
That's
Fantastic.
that's like a huge theme of this show, is discussing that exact thing with you.
And I didn't know.
Uh-oh. We're going to have a fun show today because
All right.
we're recording this at 11:30 p.m. Hey, if you haven't already, do us a favor and head on over to YouTube, search for Good Juju Bets, and click that subscribe button for us. Listening to podcasts, head to your favorite podcast platform, search for Gambling with Good Juju, and click that follow button. Maybe rate us 5 stars if you're willing to do that as well. If you want to rate us 1 star, just don't. Just don't rate us. Only rate us if it's going to be 5 stars.
Yeah, tell us if you rate us 5 stars. It'll send you
Yeah,
some stickers.
if it's going to be 1 star,
Send you a button.
you can email us. I don't know. We've never had that happen. Everyone loves us. That's all I know. We can be found on Twitter and Instagram at Good Juju Bets. And if you really like us, then head on over to goodjujubets.net, click on the merch shop, and show your support. We truly do appreciate all our fans.
Absolutely.
Folks, just so that we're aware, the teleprompter is broken. So if you're watching on video today, I am going old school and referring to my notes. I will be looking at them a little more than normal. We'll get on though, won't we?
I'll pick mine up so you don't feel self-conscious.
Today on the show, we're breaking down our answer key results so far this year, talking about some of the pitfalls we've encountered, the highs and lows. if you
yeah.
will. We're also discussing Survivor through, is it 3 weeks? Through 4 weeks. We're discussing Survivor through 4 weeks and previewing our upcoming video project on the Strip versus downtown. Get excited, folks. We missed recording last week so we could get our ducks in a row on this project.
Oh, good.
We'll talk about that and more. Let's get into it.
All right.
The Mucho Dinero Answer Key. A few data points on my end, then I'd like to know your performance. Then we can get down to talking some of the ups and downs we've encountered as we are now originators with a model. Peter's results on the season. I have placed 226 wagers.
Wow.
In those 226 wagers, I have gone 124, 102. That is a 55% win percentage and a 2.6 ROI.
Very nice.
Here's where it gets interesting. 2 weeks ago, I went 27, 27, and 1 for a minus 4% ROI. And if I remember correctly, you have even more disheartening news on that week. But last week, I bounced back to go 21 and 15 for a 12% ROI. If I could replicate that every week, I would be rich. We did make a number of changes between the week we went 500 or worse and the week where we went 500 or better.
Yeah, we made a lot of changes going into that week where we did so poorly.
We made changes going into it, and then we analyzed things and we made effective changes coming out of it.
Hopefully, right?
So let's talk about that. First, let me hear from you. Your results have been different, and we'll get into why. But what were your results on the year?
So overall, I'm at 209 bets, and I'm at 109 and 100. And there's certainly some pushes in there probably, but yeah 52% win rate.
52% rate. Now, long term, that would not be satisfactory.
That's not going to cut it.
No.
But it's really about week 4, which was so poorly for me.
So tell me about week 4. How'd you do week 4?
22 and 31.
22 and 31. I went
Yikes.
27, 27. You went 22 and 31. The primary difference there, I have outs you do not have.
Yes.
So I've been able to place, I have more bets than you.
Overall.
Total.
Yeah.
And the bets that I've been able to get down that you haven't have been primarily on DraftKings and MGM.
Yep.
So when I've been getting down on those, naturally over the course of these first 4 weeks, I am profitable on both those sites.
Good.
And looking just most specifically at this most recent week, what'd you do this most recent week?
17 and 16.
17 and 16. So, or 17 and 16. Oh, I was thinking 17 and 14.
Yeah.
Oh, 17 and 16. So what was your net loss? You lost then, right?
I believe I lost $4.
$4. Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
Okay. So you were even. So you went 17 and 16, must have had some plus monies in there, and it netted out right about even.
Yeah, and I'm no longer betting the same amount on all of them. I'm doing a little bit of bet sizing.
Okay. Well, you went 17 and 16. I went 21 and 25, and I went 5 and 0 on MGM last week.
Oh, wow.
So, like, obviously some of those, maybe you're getting the number at a worse number on a different book or the same price on another book, and I bet it on MGM or whatever. But if I hadn't gone 5 and 0 on MGM last week, I would have gone 16 and 15. So I'd have been right there with you.
Yeah. Okay.
So keep that in mind. That as we move forward, that's a really important part. And that is what Owlhoot said was early on, what do you want to do? Bet early and pick easy opponents.
Yeah. They don't get much easier than MGM.
That's the other learning. So 2 weeks ago, what happens? We had a week where I lost 2 units. I think I was down. You lost a lot more than 2 units. You were down. We knew things had to be worked on. Now, one of the things we uncovered and we didn't realize is actually applied to our model. And back in the day when I would hear other people talk about this, like when Golden Pants would talk about how he uncovers errors in his model and stuff, I was always like, oh man, that just seems like, how do you discern within the little nuances of all this that something's off, and how do you figure out that it's off? And then I feel like we went through that exact process in the last week where it felt like something wasn't right. We weren't getting CLV, things weren't moving the way that we thought they were, and nothing felt right going into the day, and then it didn't bear fruit for us at the outcome. You look into it and you realize that our models pulling in numbers from one source, and we were comparing it to BetStamp. And so I looked at what our numbers were saying compared to BetStamp, and I realized they were off. And then I went to Pinnacle to see which one was correct, and I go, aha, the Pinnacle numbers are matching up with our numbers in the model. We're good.
Good to go.
And then you, Mr. Brainy McBrain,
Big brain stuff.
come in and you go, no, sir. It's not pulling in the closest to 110 or whatever,
right?
The closest to each other lines. It's pulling the most efficient line.
Yes.
So if you're saving a few points of juice by betting into the minus 117 plus 101 or whatever that they have on Pinnacle.
That's
going to be what pulls up, which is a wildly skewed line from what we wanted pulled into the model.
Well, it's off market from the entire market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we know that's not the accurate data point. You corrected that. And that was a huge aha for me.
Yeah.
Having listened to everyone else who's talked about putting models together and stuff, how do you uncover that?
Yeah.
Well, we literally uncovered that by looking at our model's output. We thought we had it figured by triangulating the three sources, but it turns out you had to go in a level deeper and say, yeah, Pinnacle may be displaying that line, but that's not the line we want to be using.
And it was total aha when I looked at your computer. I'm like, oh, you're looking at decimal odds. You have no idea what these prices are.
Yeah, I did not even have it because it's Pinnacle. The default odds are decimal, not American odds. So it's not like I was looking at anything that I even know how to correlate. So I'm just looking at it like there's the number. It's the main number they're showing. Obviously,
it's minus 110.
But it turns out, for whatever reason, the main number they show is like a plus 100 and a minus 120. And then there's two minus 108s sitting next to each other inside of it.
So that was good. We also got hella cocky and we're just betting on whatever we could find. That didn't feel right the entire week.
So that's the other major thing we did. We did a research project and we actually sat down and we went through all our results and we looked to see we had enough weeks we felt to start making some directional inferences. And we pulled it a bunch of different ways. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not seeing anything real obvious. And then RJ messages me here and he goes, hey, what about if you looked at it early in the week versus late in the week?
Yeah.
Which, of course, I'm a dummy for not already doing that. Like, that's like the most obvious thing to do. And I didn't do it. But then you tell me to do that and we go pull it. And it's just the clearest evidence in the whole world. We're hitting over 60% if we're betting into it early in the week. And we're hitting 50% if we're lucky on our bets that we're placing.
And then we uncovered, like, I was trying to get us to bet into a bunch of extra games, which don't seem to be working.
Right. And so the extra games markets is something we've taken out of our repertoire.
Yeah.
But, it came true again. We reduced bet volume this most recent week in an attempt to reduce some noise, get some noise out of there and focus on quality bets. We did more checking against Pinnacle. And, even then I ended up with last week, what were my numbers here? I had 36 wagers. I placed 31 of those wagers before Thursday.
Yeah.
I placed 5 of them Thursday or later. If I had just bet the ones that I placed Monday through Wednesday last week, I would have gone 19 and 12 instead of 21 and 15, which doesn't sound like going 2 and 3 doesn't sound like the end of the world.
Yeah.
But that takes out, almost a unit and a half when you add it all up.
Are you betting multiple markets on the same game still?
Limitedly.
Limited,
yeah. I do find, I am enjoying the first quarter under, first half over.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying that negative correlation.
Good. Okay. Well, don't give away too much.
Well, you find very frequently that a team it'll be 10-0 and they're driving and you've got under 10.5 and over 23.5 and then boom, 2 minutes into the second quarter, it's sitting 17.
And then you got all the chaos in the last 2 minutes in college football where they're trying to score as much as they can.
Yeah.
In the half.
I haven't run that specific little shenanigan on my performance.
Yeah, that'd be neat to see.
But it feels like it's been profitable. I'd have to give you real numbers, and it's fun. Like you
don't see it every day. You don't see it every game. But
the first quarter, you're like, all right, just go get a touchdown and a field goal. You're still cheering for some points. You want it to come close.
Yeah.
You don't want it to be 0-0 because then you're in trouble.
Right.
10 points at the end of the first quarter with someone driving.
Yeah.
And then you get whether it's 23.5 or 24.5. Generally, I don't do those on the ones that are like 28.5 or something. I don't play the first quarter under.
Oh yeah, like under 14.5 or something.
So it's got to be sitting 24, 26.
All right. Anyway, well, that's interesting. So hopefully we made some right choices here.
So we made several changes in mine. How about show superfan Uncle Justin going 15-6 this week?
Shout out.
So he can only get down to some of them because he's working while we're placing all these wagers and working, doing other stuff.
We're very busy people.
I think that it's been great for him.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Good experience
I hope he loves sports betting now.
So let's do just real quick here. What did we learn? So what have we learned? What are my big learning points so far? 4 weeks. Do you want me to go, or do you have thoughts on this?
You go ahead. You got your thoughts dialed in, and I'll interject.
The first learning, and a lot of this is just a reiteration of what we've heard that we're seeing play out in our own data as very accurate.
Okay.
First of all is, betting into openers is easier than betting into late lines.
Okay.
That is my number one. I sure understand it now. I don't know exactly why it's working out that way for us, but betting into the openers, even on the ones, like, I don't feel like I'm getting, when I go through it, like, it's not like it's all positive CLV bets that we're betting into earlier in the week.
Yeah.
It feels like it's more effective betting into it earlier than late. The data says that.
Yep.
Really understanding the parent numbers that we rely on so heavily.
It is the linchpin.
It is the linchpin of our model, making sure we understand the most correct, accurate number is being put into there. Those little nuances on your inputs, you think you're good, but if one input's just off slightly, it can screw up the whole thing. To go along with betting in early, betting into sports books like DraftKings and MGM is nice. That seems to sure be highlighted in the differences between you and I season-long results.
I hope you make it all year.
I've been priming those accounts for 5 years. I think I got a ton of leg room. I don't know. We'll see. But all I can think is it doesn't matter. It seems like it's helping me, but Scale Town's going to be such a great topic for season 4.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned, folks. If you have any thoughts for us for Scale Town, please reach out to us. We would love that.
Scale Town.
Let me ask this question as we wrap things up.
All right.
Last question. Are you still confident you will be able to be profitable using Answer Key with the outs you have available?
For college football or like for the rest of our lives?
What do you think? Are you confident you'll be able to be profitable utilizing Answer Key?
Yes.
With the accounts you have right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if you're asking me if I think I'm going to get all that money back before the end of this football season, maybe. Maybe not.
Anything else on Answer Key? The Mucho Dinero Answer Key. I am successful. I'm 55%. I'm well into the profitable range. I had one bad week. You had one really bad week.
Yeah.
And outside of that, every single week I've been profitable.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I've only had 1 week where I wasn't profitable. One of those weeks, it was like 1 unit, right? But every week I've been profitable except for the one. And we knew that was the week where we were pulling in data wrong. So that makes me feel very good.
I bet into, well, I'm not going to get into super specifics here, but fantastic.
On to our next topic. We are still in Survivor, so we are still talking about Survivor. We have now gone 4 for 4.
4 for
we
4.
have not lost 1 week in Survivor, not one loss.
This year.
We will be watching the masterpieces Wishmaster 1 and Wishmaster 2 in my backyard as a reward for making it this far.
At some point in time.
So one might say we've already received our full value of the $1,000 investment after that night. Core memories with friends will be occurring.
I hope Jay can make it.
I really hope we remember the night we watched Wishmaster 1 and Wishmaster 2 in my backyard for the rest of our lives.
Well, there's going to be a lot of video evidence of us talking about it.
We're obviously going to have to go to the casino when they're over.
Of course.
Yes.
Get that bankroll back boosted.
Okay, Juice. 12,404 of 18,718 entries remain. Almost exactly 2/3 of all entries are still alive. We are one of those entries. How you feeling?
I mean, when you say it like that, I feel great. I can't believe that many people have dropped out.
That is my number one takeaway. Despite no massacres, we've lost 1/3 of all entries.
That seems improbable based on what has happened. But
we're down to 12,000 some. Like, it's gonna get down there. That's the main topic we're gonna get to here in a minute.
I hope we get to be able to hedge.
Hey, high five. We've outlasted 1/3 of the field now.
Good work, Johnny St.
We've had entertainment for 4 full weeks, and it's a good thing it isn't going down too fast since we've taken the most popular pick every single.
But we're not doing that this week, America. No.
Well, let me say this. Jolly has already let it slip, folks, that the Colts are the way he's leaning this week, which per Survivor Atlas's Tuesday projections is not the most popular team this week. It is, in fact, the Cardinals. The Colts are the second most popular team. And we already took the Cardinals in week 2.
I'm trying to do the math on this. How is it even possible that they're going to be the most picked team then? If we took them in the,
I don't know.
Math.
I don't know.
I guess they were like 30%. So
Juice, I want you to run the numbers in your head right now.
Oh.
And I want you to think this through. How many entries will survive in the competition overall if we were to take the most popular team that we have available every single week and we survive?
Oh, how many would we be tied with?
If we do this trend, right? We've taken the most popular team every week. Now this week, the most popular team is a team we've already taken. So we're taking the second most popular team. So if every week we went along and we just took, based on the projections, which seem to be fairly accurate, the most popular team not picked, but not already picked by us.
Right.
And we survived. How many entries in a situation like that do you think would also survive?
I'm going to say, you got to guess?
I've got to guess.
I'm going to say 3,500.
Oh my goodness. You think 30? You just heard we lost 6,000 entries in the first 4 weeks already with absolutely zero bloodshed. Like the most popular team could lose. It could just be a team that we've already...
Like the Cardinals lose this week.
Like if the Cardinals lose this week, that would still be our optimal path and we could lose, 30% of the remaining field or whatever.
Oh, so I went way too high, huh?
Well, I gave my guess.
Okay.
So here's my guess. I'm going to say there would be at least 500 winners.
500 winners. Okay.
500 out of 18,000. Look, we would survive by taking the most popular team. You would still see, there's over, we're only 1/5 of the way into the season.
Right.
So like if we lost 1/3 of the field, 1/3 of the field, 1/3 of the field, I guess I could do that math and it would tell us, but I would expect that we've had an unusually slow start. So if we were to survive, that doesn't mean no other popular teams would go out.
Well, this definitely doesn't feel like the last couple of seasons.
Because it's going to get harder. People are going to lose more frequently as they run.
And then we're gonna run into Christmas and Thanksgiving, and it's gonna be weird as hell.
So my guess is, if we were to take the most popular team, we would get 500 winners. But still, I'd like to go through this. So if there's 500 winners,
oh, you got the math.
Each entry would only be worth $37,500.
Is that all?
That's all. Okay. We're a 4-man team.
Right.
That brings our cut down to $9,400.
Before taxes.
After taxes, assuming
you
you don't have to deduct 90% of your loss, because then it's even worse.
Well, this is a contest. This is not gambling.
Whatever. Then you're still talking like 5,000 to 6,000 per person. Right. And that would be like the most monumentally disappointing thing to ever happen to a winner. Like, how disappointed would you be if you I survived 20 weeks of the NFL season and I walked away with $5,000 and I had to put in.
It's like I went to.
I wouldn't leave Vegas with that money. Because you go out to Vegas, right? Like the banquet or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I would take whatever money I won and I would spend every penny of it in Vegas. Sorry, babe, but we didn't make enough money for me to feed the family.
Can't bring these pennies home.
Right? Right?
Interesting.
If you lost in a year where 500 people won, would you even be disappointed that you lost? Would you even care? That's still most people losing.
Right.
But you think about it man, someone's going to win 18.7 million. And we know that's not really the case because everyone's on a team by the end of the year. Right. With entries left. But still, at the end of the year, you're winning a nice cut or whatever. Jeez. But if it gets chopped by 3 figures worth of people, even if you were to say it was 100 winners, you're still looking after taxes at, maybe $30,000. That's pretty good. Okay. I'm not trying to knock $30,000, but still.
That's pretty tight.
You just won Circa Survivor and you've got $30,000 to show for it. I'd be pretty disappointed. That's all I'm saying.
Well, hopefully we watch more movies. Yeah, that's a bummer.
Speaking of Las Vegas, keep this moving along.
Okay.
Anything else on Survivor? Any thoughts?
Really took the wind out of my sails.
Okay. Here's my point. I guess we do need to land this plane. I'm going to cut what I just said about moving on to the next topic because we have more to discuss here. So here's my point of all this is even if you were to win, if we follow the current strategy we're employing, it won't be very satisfying if we win.
Right.
The only way to win and to satisfy is to someplace see carnage where you're not involved.
Yeah.
But like I was in the garage with Jolly on Sunday and he was like, oh no, now we're going to start mixing it up. And he gives us the early breakdown before Circa Survivor numbers come down. He goes, guys, I got it. We're going to roll with Danny Dimes in Indiana. No one, we're going to go contrary.
Sneaky.
And it's the second most popular pick, and we've already taken the most popular one.
Right.
It just feels like every single week, the logic to come to the pick is going to remain the same. What makes this the most popular pick in Survivor? That's why I need to take it.
Yeah. Well, I am shocked that we got this far. And I'm shocked that 6,000 people are out or whatever.
Like, what if we just randomly took the Ravens this week? I don't even think Lamar Jackson's playing, is he? Like, could be weird. I don't know. Because it's not my responsibility to think about it, so I don't think about it.
That's the beauty of it.
The only thing I do is show up on Tuesday and make fun of Kurt because I know he's going to pick whoever the most popular. And this week was so funny to me. It was just so funny to me that he's like, we're gonna start seeing some things, Pete. This was part of the plan. 4 straight weeks of the most popular team. Now we're gonna mix it up. We're taking the second most popular team because we already took the first most popular team.
Oh my God.
It's great. It's great.
I am so glad to not be picking for at least 24 more months.
I will say that if we continue on the course we're on, we will win with 3 figures of other entries. And the second that we deviate from this strategy, we will lose that week and it'll be hilarious.
He is really worked up about the injury reports too. It's like, come on, man.
It's in the number.
Yeah, pick a team.
It's in the number. He puts so much work into picking the obvious.
Right. It's like, dude, this guy.
It's like I looked at all these things and I finally understand why they're 7-point favorites.
Gabe will tell you the most popular pick. You don't have to think about it at all.
No. We can't take the team that's a 4-point favorite because they're on the road. We have to take the 7-point team favorite because they're at home.
We don't know if their defensive back is playing.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Kittle's going to be ready to go for the 49ers, so I'm tempted to take the Rams. That's not what we're looking for, Kurt.
2 entries next year.
He has kicked our asses. He has
But that's the great part.
Multiple weeks further than either of us.
That is so fantastic. I love it.
And all I have done from week 1 on is troll him over it.
Typical Pete. You're doing great.
How about
you really stink at this.
How about the Cubs over 91 and a half wins thing?
Great photo.
Audience, Jolly St. Vic had Cubs under 91 and a half wins this season. I had that stuck in the back of my brain somewhere. I went to his Twitter, found the tweet he posted about it with the Cubs going into their final season, playing the terrible Cardinals and a sweep. It would have taken a sweep of the Cardinals for the Cubs to hit the number over. And I just started gently trolling him on Twitter about it on Friday.
That's
Picked
fantastic.
it up on Saturday. Sunday, they kept winning. Sunday, I went ahead and bet on the Cubs so that I could come over to the garage and be like, dude, I got money on the Cubs. What do you want me to do? I got to cheer for this.
Last game of the season.
I got to cheer for this. And then when the game ended, I looked at my phone. I saw it over, and I just went over to him and just took a picture of the two of us. So it was great. See,
that's great.
Gambling community, trolling your friends. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's all for fun.
All for fun. Right. Man, how do we say this? Are we going to fly out for the last game if we're only going to win $6,000?
Of course we are. That's one of the only benefits we get. We don't get the money. We just get an excuse to go to Vegas.
I got to go get my big check and then split it with you guys.
All right. Last topic. Speaking of Las Vegas, and to keep this moving along, let's talk the project we're working on that kept us from recording last week.
Oh, okay.
We finally did it, folks. I sat down, lined up. I say that a lot, don't I?
We finally did it, folks. We finally did it. And by finally did it, I mean, we're going to talk about what we're going to do.
No, we finally did it.
Oh, we already did this one?
Be quiet. We finally did it, folks. I sat down, lined up all the video we took during our trip out to Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
We went through it together. We lined up our discussion plan. We created our outline. We discussed it all. And now I'm working on editing. It is time to announce the project.
Oh.
We will be releasing soon the definitive Strip versus Downtown discussion review. Yes, we have alluded to this for years. But Real Juicy and I went to Vegas with a plan to spend more time on both the Strip and downtown doing our thing. We captured lots of video. It will hopefully be a really fun final project for folks to enjoy and discuss. In fact, Ryan, here's our official trailer for the episode.
Oh, great. Yeah.
It's the Strip versus Downtown official Good JuJu review.
But I'm going to say the buskers.
You're tired of it?
Yeah. Well, we went to Jerry's Nugget.
We did go to Jerry's Nugget. And it's not the Venetian's casino. It's like you've walked to the next property and you're like, oh, oops. The number one factor with a bullet is the availability of affordable, fair gaming. We eat oxtail soup at 3 in the morning. So what do you think, Juice? Did we do a good job covering all the topics of importance for the Strip versus downtown discussion? What were your takeaways from our conversation?
I think a lot of people are going to have a differing opinion. But we were expecting that.
Yeah, I don't think we are very niche in our interests. And I think it's a popular niche. I think it's a niche that a lot of people would be like, hell yeah. I think it's a niche that 80% of people would be like, dude, get over yourselves.
Grow up.
Yeah. Why don't you learn to sleep 9 hours a night?
Right.
At a normal time.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I would say that I don't disagree with you, that not everyone would agree with us, but I thought we had a wonderful conversation about it. And folks, if you're looking to plan your next trip to Vegas, consider downtown Las Vegas, official sponsors of Gambling with Good JuJu, future sponsor of the show.
Future sponsor of the show. Yep. Love it.
Anything else?
That's awesome. Good work.
All right. That's going to do it for us this week, folks. We are slowly adjusting to the new realities with the model, but we are getting back to guess. We're gambling again. What can I say? Good JuJu to your bets, everyone, and we'll talk again soon.
Gravy P.
Gravy P. In the house.
In the house. Is this the intern?
All right, let me make sure I know
Think he
what
had
I'm doing here.
think he had to apply to be the unpaid intern?
Yeah, he probably had a background check. Make
My
sure he hasn't
Lord.
abused dogs or cats in the past. Actually, if it's the River Kitty Cafe, maybe you're okay if you abuse dogs. Like, those people are probably like, dogs.
They don't like dogs.
I mean, if you had a business dedicated to the arch nemesis of dogs.
You used to have a cat, right?
I like cats and dogs.
Yeah, you like them both, yeah.
I mean, I'm not sad I don't have a cat.
Yeah.
I like to troll my wife and tell her I want a cat because she hates cats.
Yeah.
She pretends she has an allergy to them.
Ah, does that work?
Well, sometimes it seems like it's real. And then sometimes it's like you've been in this house with cats for like 20 minutes. You haven't said a word.
I don't see any wheezing.
Yeah. I don't think it's real. I think you just don't like cats. Anyway, yeah. So he volunteers at the for-profit River Kitty Cafe.
Yeah.
Which is just, what a fucking dumb idea. You've been, right?
No.
Oh,
Hazel has
just
been.
your daughter has been.
Yeah.
I've never been, obviously, to the River Kitty Cafe either.
Could you imagine me in there?
Can you get food? Like, do you eat in there with the cats?
So what I've been told, God, this sounds disgusting.
Like,
What I've been told is you pay to go in, and then if you want, you can get coffee, but it's basically like a Keurig K-cup coffee. Yeah.
and then you go pet kitties?
And then you go pet the kitties.
It feels like when I first went to Denver before we moved there,
Yeah.
they had legalized marijuana 3 months before that. So it was like this fucking weird Wild West.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm in town. I don't live there yet. I go to the dispensary. I buy some weed. I go, hey, how do I consume? Like, where can I go to responsibly consume this in this new marketplace? And he's like, well, actually, that's crazy. There's this lounge that just opened up a couple blocks away. I was like, I thought those weren't legal. He's like, well, they're operating. You can go over there. So I go to this lounge. I go in there, and it is exactly what you would think. Think like maybe like porn shop vibe. Like it's dark in there, and it's like there's like one counter at the front where you go check in, and there's like one big screen on the back wall that's playing ESPN via a projector.
Right.
And then there's just like couches set up kind of around there, and
So
a few tables.
No financial transactions other than getting in.
Yeah, so you pay a fee, and then they have candy.
Oh, you get stoned.
They've
and you buy
got
candy.
like the counter up there is full of candy.
Yeah.
And so like you go in and you pay your fee, and then you sit down and you can smoke your marijuana. Well, I had work to do, so I went in there.
had to blaze up before I got my work done.
And I sat down at the computer and just got ripped and did work on the computer.
That's wild.
And I was able to do that. It feels like the River Kitty Cafe is about as well thought through as this place. That definitely, when I moved there less than 3 months after I went there and looked at it, the place was no longer there.
Oh.
It was gone.
Turns out this doesn't work as a business
So
model.
I guess River Kitty Cafe has done substantially better.
Right. I kind of want to get stoned and go to the River Kitty Cafe now.
Oh my God. No, I just like, what are the odds you leave that place without scratches?
Me? Zero.
Anyone?
Yeah, right.
Well, no,
Like,
you wouldn't leave there with scratches because you'd be like, oh, hell no. I'm not doing that.
I'm not kidding.
I'm not getting close enough to let you scratch me. Right. Like, are you going to pay, if you went to the River Kitty Cafe, would you go in there, pick up a cat and start petting it?
Under the circumstances of that, I'm going to a place to pet cats, and like I've agreed to that, I probably would be petting the cats.
You probably would be petting the cat.
Probably give
I thought you would just stand there and be like, I thought you would only go to watch someone else to do
that would
it.
make it so much weirder.
You went there and you just
If I
watch the cats.
refuse to participate in the activity.
Here's what you do. You'd be like, all right, you go there. Pet it.
Yeah, right. Be like, oh yeah, look at this.
You're a
this
good
cat.
little kitty. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool.
Like,
Okay,
who
I'm gonna look
owns-
at my phone over here now.
Who owns this place? Tell me how this works.
Someone who's not making money. That's the only thing I'm certain of.
I don't know, man.
Look, sock shops don't make it.
Sock shops, like
Yeah,
socks for your feet.
Yeah, like retail stores that actually just sell socks. They don't make it. You see them pop up here and there,
Yeah.
and then they're gone like a year later because no one needs a store just selling socks. You know, that's how I feel about River Kitty Cafe. No one needs.
It's a step below the novelty sock store.
No one needs gas station coffee combined with 30 allergic reactions sitting in front of you.
a step above the not well thought through consumption lounge.
On Good Juju today, folks, we are reviewing River Kitty Cafe, which neither of us has ever been to.
We're just going to tell you what we think of their business model.